Hello, this is Calotron Plays, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Survival. In the last episode, everyone, we managed to get this whole entire new jungle planted around this area, and I must say it's looking rather fancy, rather nice and wonderful. We also have we have a nice beach hut over there with we have some umbrellas and little beach beds over there in that direction, and then we also did a little bit of work trying to do some shrubbery around the bottom of it here. As you can see, got some glowstone leaves surrounding the bottom of it. And so yeah, that's all we did. And in today's episode, what we're going to be doing is, well, since the last episode, I mentioned that we might be doing something with these polar bears down here. And I mean, they've been trapped in this hole for literally ages now. And I wanted to see if we can try and give them a new home. So what we're going to be working on today is a kind of artificial iceberg, and we're going to be building that in sort of around about the centre of the lake, but not exactly, so maybe off to the left or off to the right a bit. But yeah, we're going to be making an iceberg with an ice cave inside it, and so that's where they're going to live. And so yeah, that's the plan for today. So if you do like the sound of it, please make sure to drop a like in the video, and if you're at all new around here, please make sure to subscribe and hit notifications for whenever a new video comes out. But anyway, let's get straight into things. So the first thing we're going to need to do to make an iceberg is start gathering up loads of ice. Unfortunately for us, we have this source of ice right here, like basically around all the edges of our base. And with this silk touch pickaxe, we can go around gathering up all of this naturally forming ice, and then we can turn it into some packed ice or blue ice if we want to, really. But yeah, for now, we're just going to be digging this up. And apart from that, we're also going to be need to getting some snow, because that is essential to add onto like the top of it. Maybe a few snow layers, maybe a few blocks of it on the top, just to make everything seem a bit more realistic, to be honest. So anyway, let's gather a ton of this, and oh no, the salmon just flailing on the side there. And yeah, so we're going to be going around gathering up a ton of this, and you know, this may take a while, so I just think let's chat about how this is actually going to go, and maybe just what our plans are for the future of the series. So let's be honest, what I want to have here is not much on the underneath of the iceberg, which I know isn't really how they work in real life. In real life, icebergs are mainly under the ground, like under the sea level, but I don't want to have to do too much work underwater, so we aren't really going to be doing much of that. What I want to do really is focus on the height of the iceberg, focus on the aesthetics, and also focus on filling up this muck with the water right here. So let's just grab a few buckets, make sure everything is going nicely, so we can clear up this little patch, which, to be honest, I think it's been kind of like this for a while now, but water, why do you have to be like this? I guess let's just go put down some netherite blocks, see if we can use those to fix the situation. No, not doing too much. Let's break that, and let's place some more, get some more water buckets here, and place water here. No, come on, I just want it to work somehow, so let's see if we get another block there. Come on, we'll keep placing water all the way around here. Somehow it's gotta eventually fix itself. Come on, anywhere here in the corner. No, back on top of the netherite block. Oh, whatever, we can leave this for another time. But yeah, we just want to keep gathering up more of this, and as I say, I want to have most of the build above the water, and so we're going to be focusing on that. Also in the cave, I was thinking we could use some stained blue glass panes as like icicles, which I think would be really cool. And I think I underestimated quite a bit just how much ice you would need, especially seeing as we're going to have to make a ton of this into packed ice, actually pretty much all of it into packed ice, and in that situation I don't really think we're going to be getting much of it. So yeah, I'm going to go, let's just keep talking about it. So those polar bears, I don't know how long they've been in there. They've kind of just wandered in there over time, seeing as I am in a sort of snowy area of the world, and I just think it's about time we stopped ignoring them in the kind of polar bear pit and make a home for them once and for all. And yeah, that's kind of just my reason behind this whole thing. And it is getting dark, and my pickaxe is running out. I really need to repair this quickly, so we can wait for the alarm to go off. But until then, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to repair my pickaxe. We're going to finish up gathering the rest of this ice, and then we're also going to gather the snow and start actually constructing this iceberg. Okay guys, so we just about finished up half an hour of gathering ice, and in the end we only managed to gather about just over a stack of ice, because unfortunately partway through we took 45 regular packed ice and turned it into blue ice stupidly. However, in the process we did manage to get 2 tridents, and honestly that is insane. I'm pretty sure the drop rate of those is like probably somewhere around to the drop chance of a wither skeleton skull. I'm just saying that it's a guess, that because they're both really low for chance. So yeah, we've managed to get 2 of those, and yeah, 2 of those in half an hour session. Which is, quite frankly, I think that's amazing. But anyway, yeah. Apart from that, now I think it's time for us to go gather up our snow. So let's grab ourselves a shovel or 2, and we'll go through the process of clearing out the floor beneath our snow golem friend. And during that process, actually, we managed to use up about... Oh, wait a second. We already have a ton of snow here. We don't need to go and collect ourselves some snow from our snow golem friend. We can just collect it from here. How quick, simple, and convenient. And honestly, I swear, I didn't remember leaving it in here. This was totally not pre-planned at all. So, let's go find the drop chest. Let's put in our rotten flesh and ink sacs that we got from that experience. And, yeah, let's see. Do we have any... We do, light blue stained glass. So we can use that. And then... we have some more glass in here, I know for sure. Yep. So let's just take a quarter of a stack. There we go. And, or actually, let's just take 8 of them. And we can use this to make ourselves, well, let's see if we can get this, where's our lapis? It was in here. It's in one of these chests somewhere, so if we can find that, then we can also get ourselves, yeah, here we go. We can get ourselves light blue glass panes and dark blue ones, so we have a variety to use. So let's get those. And where is glass panes? Just keep going down here. Now we have these dark blue ones and we have the light blue ones, so now we can use these in the cave as well. So I guess our next step is going to be to make our bridge out to the island, or where at least the island is going to be. So what I'm thinking is we're going to stick it somewhere, actually, right in this area seems like a pretty good idea. If we stick it in the center there, and then over time we can gradually get rid of all the ice, and I think the way we can do that, really simply, light up the edge of the coast around here, then if we punch away all this ice, then we'll be able to freeze back, because I think it has to be touching a block to form ice, and so if the blocks can't form at the edge, you can't form it all the way out there. So that's my logic at least. So I think our next step, yeah, is, as I said, to build a bridge out here, and probably going to want to make it a few blocks thick, just so our polar bears can make it over to the island nice and safely. So let's go. Come on. We can go like this, and I'm beginning to think we should... I know we're going to need a ton of packed ice, but I'm just thinking, how can we use it most efficiently? It's really hard to actually think of this on the spot, so I think a little further in, let's just say this much, that should be far enough out for the island, and we can start making it out of this packed ice. So let's just go like this, and it doesn't have to be the largest thing in the world, and of course we can make some of the interior into snow. So let's just go like this and keep going around, try and make some sort of oval shape. And if it turns out we need a ton more ice for this, I think what I'm going to have to do is, yeah, we're going to need actually a ton more of this stuff, so I think we'll fill in what we can now, maybe do the rest with snow, and try and, you know what, I think what we're going to do is, I'm going to go spend another, however long it takes, just grab ourselves a ton more ice. I'll come back when we have like stacks upon stacks, and then we can actually get onto building this thing for proper. Alright guys, so after ages, we finally back. We have got 8 stacks of packed ice, and let me tell you, it took like forever to get all of this stuff, but now we have it, as well as 2 extra tridents. One of them basically already finished up and dead, but now, oh no, push him back into the water, no. Well, that was end of the line from him, but yeah. Anyway, we got tons of packed ice now, so what we can do now is we can expand this little ice float that we have here and make it taller. We can make a cave out of it, add a bit underneath, basically make it a nice iceberg cave the way it needs to be. So okay, push you back into the water, come on, get back into the water, push, no, don't die on me, no. It's the second one we've seen die right in front of us, at least like in the last minute at least. So I think this isn't really going to be big enough for what we want, so we're going to start expanding out a little, just like this. Then we can add a peak on right here, and oh no, we got 2 drowned on us. Better take these out pretty sharpish. There we go, 2 swipes for each of them, and they're down for the count. And now we can head on, make this extra peak for the iceberg, and there we go. We need some more ice. We're just gonna basically trying to create an interesting shape here. So we want to create several different peaks, just to make sure it has a kind of organic feel to it. So I think we're gonna, let's say, maybe add a bit more on this side, just so this isn't like a straight diagonal. Yeah, like that, and then round it out that edge. This is looking like a nice setup we got going here. Then we can go under the water a bit. You can kind of make sure it's a lot thinner here at the bottom. Then okay, come on. You can add it. You can keep going deeper with this and make sure that it actually reaches a point eventually. Because I mean that's what all icebergs do in real life. They have a definite point under the water, and so I want ours to at least sort of resemble that. So let's have it going out like this, and oh, we got some dolphins there, but I can hear them right in my ear. So let's go around a little bit like this. Oh, come on, back up to the surface. We need some more air, and we can continue on this. Now this isn't really the part that's going to be seen the most, but it's nice to know that you have the detail, rather than like, it may not be fully appreciated, but I'll appreciate it. That's all I know. So we can keep going like this, and this doesn't have to be too deep down, seeing as it's really only artificial. So let's go down a bit like this, and one more block quickly, then head back up to the surface for some more air, grab a quick bite to eat, and then we can start adding in maybe 1 or 2 blocks of this blue ice that we have here. So let's go around there, a nice clump, then we can have some more around in this area, and let's see if we can make a final clump going around near the bottom here. So there, and there, let's say. Ooh, and also, let's make it the bottom block as well. So now we have some nice blue ice underneath, and there we go. So I think the next step we're going to take is we're going to try and make the actual cave part of it. So what I want to do is I want to leave at least a bit of a border around this cave, just so we can put some nice snow layers. We can have them going around the edge, something a little like this, just like that, and then we can also have them like at varying heights, just to make it more realistic. So I think we'll leave it there for now, and we'll carry on with this. So let's get this going around a bit like this, extend it more towards this section of the cave that's kind of peeking out, and this looks like a nice-ish shape. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to build it up by one block going around here, or at least a few blocks. Some of them are going to be like this, others are going to have just a few bits of packed ice sticking out like that. I think this is going to be one of those places right in the corner here, and then we can go like this, having our nice, building up our iceberg in a nice, natural way, making sure we have enough room on the inside so we can comfortably fit in at least 3 polar bears. Because, we can always add more in the future, like just by breeding them up. In fact, I'm not actually sure what they eat, so we're going to have to do some research into that as well. So, yeah, all things to consider, but for now, we can keep going around building up the walls. Once we've built up the walls enough, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the top leading up to a point. And so, yeah, that should be good. So, anyway, walls almost done. Let's go like this. Let's see if we can try and make an entrance. That would also be pretty nice. So, let's dig this out a tiny bit. Put that back up there. More packed ice. Let's see. I think we need to make this more natural looking on the inside. So, we can wake away a few blocks. Make sure that there's adequate spacing in here. We don't want our polar bears to feel, too constricted, at least. So I think having it like this definitely opens it up a little, and then we can go like here. Shouldn't be too much for trouble if you can just place this block here nicely, and then again going up a bit like this. We want to make sure it feels open. So let's go back like this. Let's fill in that hole there. And if we go to the outside, we can make sure this all is looking the same, looking nice on the outside as well. So, there we go. Taking out a few blocks. Let's check that one back there. And that is looking, I think it's looking half decent. So, I think our next step will be to actually extend this out a bit here. And then we can start work on actually getting the roof in a good enough position to do. So, let's get this going back here, have a block sticking out here, and I think we're going to layer up similar to how, we're going to do it layer by layer, having it closing in as we get further, like getting it going closer to the center as we go higher up. So let's go on like this. To start off with, we want to make this a nice kind of flat layer, then it'll get thinner as it goes higher. So like this. Bit more flatness, and oh, we almost fell down there, but we didn't, so that's nice. Then fill in here. That should be good to do there. We can add in a small layer going around like this, and we can gradually start to make it, or just quickly make it go higher very fast. So let's go like this. Make sure some of these are 2 blocks high, and have it like this, and then a few blocks with just poking up like that. And actually I think this is a time where we can start replacing some of these with snow. So let's go in here. We can actually replace 1 or 2 of these blocks with the snow, just to show that this is a higher position. This is where more stuff is going to be taking place. Let's see, here and here. Make it a snow-capped iceberg. So let's have it going around like this. Definitely another block on the top. And let's see, after this we can go in, add in the snow layers, make sure that it isn't just big blocky intervals we're going by, but also smaller ones. So I think if we take out this block, replace that with some snow just like this, I think that should leave us with, kind of snow capped. It should be alright for now, and we definitely need to get some lighting here. I think we'll figure that out soon. But yeah, for now, let's just keep on this, take out a few blocks as we go along, and yeah, as I said, some of these blocks will need to be replaced. We can have this jutting out a bit, we can have this, that feels a bit too open, so let's go like that. And if we go over to a crafting table, we can make ourselves tons and tons of snow layers, which we can definitely use to improve the overall details. So Let's grab ourselves some of those over in, which section is it? It should be in here somewhere. No. Where would it be? I'm pretty sure it's in here where we craft snow. So let's get our snow layers, and then we can add in. Okay, where are they? Oh, that's the alarm going off. Our alarm bell. It's time for beddy bows. Let's hop in bed quickly, and yeah, add the snow layers. Add in our gems to go on the inside of the cave, and we can finally lead our polar bears right inside. So where am I going? I know where I'm going. I shall hop over this ice to our... That's actually... It's looking half decent. It could look better, but I think for now, it is doing okay. So let's place a couple of snow layers. See how this goes. Yeah. Don't want to make things too... I don't know, too detailed, but like... Okay. Well, I want to make it really detailed, but I don't want to add in so much that it becomes a problem. So let's go around here, make sure nothing goes too badly. We need to make sure we actually save a bunch of these as well, because you know, we aren't made of snow layers. So let's use them sparingly around the back here. We only have 6 left. Wow. Yeah, we actually shredded through those. So I think I'm going to go and get some more of those in a second, just to finish it off, but for now, I think we can do some work on the inside. I'll grab some... Ooh. I think we're going to go grab a bunch of stuff in a minute, but for now, I think we're going to go get some of these blue stained glass paints in. Oh, that is looking nice. But if we get some of these in the corners, that is looking like proper icicles. So we just get a couple of them hanging from the ceiling like that. And okay, that isn't working entirely, so let's break apart that one. And if we actually get them, that's good. We've got them both away from the side there, and I want to make sure they're all kind of just like this, sparsely around the place, so they don't connect, but they still give that nice effect we're going for. So I think in some places it's unavoidable, like here, but we need to make sure that there is as much variety and... Well, I don't know how to say it. Like, we want to make this look amazing, but we don't want to make it look too inorganic, so that is definitely not the place for that. Let's take you back. Let's stick you right in the corner there. I have some more down here on the floor even. Let's get these going around. Need a bit of change up here from just these colour. Let's add some on the wall there. Here as well. Let's have one dangling from the centre there, going out to the entrance, have one there, and I think if we had just like maybe one or let's see, 2 more, no, not there, have one up in there, yeah, that's looking nice. Now we should be able to, that is actually looking really fancy now. I think what we're going to do is, I'm going to go grab some more snow layers. I'm also going to go over to our sea temple and snatch up some sea lanterns, and then we can finally finish it off and get our polar bears in here. So that'll be 1 minute. Okay guys, so we're here at our ocean monument here. I think all we're going to do is snap a quick few sea lanterns from here at the top, and I think it shouldn't be too much of a trouble. All we need to do is make sure we watch out for the guardians and for all the other mobs around here as well. So I think if we get 8, that should be enough. So let's go here, grab us some of these, and okay. Oh no, we're drowning now. Okay, we're allowed to be hurt by the guardians, but drowning is a serious problem. So we can make sure we avoid that at all costs. Okay, so I think now we can dive in, put back this block here, grab ourselves. There we go. We can grab ourselves this sea lantern here, place this prismarine, and get ourselves quickly out of here. So I think after that quick little adventure to get the sea lanterns, we'll head back and we'll carry on with the build. Okay, so now guys, we have our sea lanterns, we have our extra snow layers. We can just go in here, add a few more of these things to the inside. And the great thing about packed ice is, well, since it is packed ice, it doesn't actually melt when it gets close to light. So we can afford to just splash around a couple of these sea lanterns with the satisfaction of knowing that nothing in here will actually melt. So I think the final one will just go down there. And we have a few left over, so now what we can do is go on the outside and we can cover it in tons of snow layers. So we can build these up, make it look all nice and properly fancy on the outside here, and try not to slip off, because it seems that is what we are primarily doing here. So let's build up a few more of these, make sure everything is looking nice, and yeah, make sure you build them up a few layers just to add that extra detail, because one layer isn't always enough. So let's go around here, yeah, a few layers like that. Adds in just a bit of variation at times. Make sure your build is always spiced up a bit, so you can go around like here, 1 or 2 layers extra, and like that. Just adds in that extra third dimension, like the depth or the height rather. So let's go around like this. We have a few more left, so let's go around the back here. Make sure all these blocks are covered, and after that we can make sure they're varied, because the variation actually, it isn't as important as actually making sure that all of these are covered in the first place. So let's go around like this. Come on, we have a few more blocks left to go, and I'm sure we can find a few more. Yep, around the front here we have these ones. Then we should be able to find, hopefully there are still a few we can make sure, you know, look better. Yeah, there are a few at the front here, and arguably these ones are more important than the ones out the back, because we'll be seeing them more often, to be honest. So let's also get these blocks here, and now we can start adding in a bit of variation. We can go a bit wild over here, just start placing them down a bit willy-nilly, and that should add like a random element to the variation we got going on here. So let's keep going like this, randomly sorting them, and there we go. We've just about used them all up, and I think we have a pretty nice finished product here. So I think the final step is to go grab some leads and take the, first of all get these dolphins off the ice, and then take these polar bears to their new home. So we're going to grab some leads, and I think we need 3 of them. So, oh great, we have the exact right number, 3 of them right here. So now we can dig an exit out of this hole and bring all 3 of these lonely polar bears to their new home. So let's break away these 2 blocks here, or even 3, sorry, just so they can get up here, and then we can leash 1, 2, and 3 of them. Come on, we're all gonna go this way. We're all going out on a trip. Come on, this way. Follow us. Come on. Okay, well, one of them wants to go. These other 2 are having a hard time getting up these stairs. Come on. Let's see, if we break more blocks away, will that help? Let's go like this. Does that help them? Come on. I think they need a bit of persuasion. Come on. This way, guys. Come on. There we go. All of them are out of the hole, but I think, yeah, one of them, his lead broke, so let's get that back on you, and let's go over this direction. Might want to just make this a bit thicker like that. Come on. We can make it. No, don't go back in the hole. Oh. Well, one of them's back in the hole. We can fetch him in a second, but for now, these 2 guys, you're going over to your new home, and they're going to stay here because they don't want to travel back across this bridge, or at least I'm going to break away this bridge as soon as this is all done. So let's take you guys in this cave here. We can take the lead off you because you're nice and in, and you 2, and we can go and fetch the 3rd one now. Quickly, come on. We can get this guy out of the hole, and hopefully he'll be willing to join us this time. So where'd your lead go? It's in under there. So let's grab you. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. We're relocating you. New home. Best day of your life. Come on. This way. Yes. Exactly like this. Being a good polar bear, buddy. There we go. All we need to do is get you across this bridge and be in your fancy new igloo or ice cave home. So let's bring you in here. Come on. Not too far. Final steps. There we go. So all 3 are in, and the final step is to quickly break away this bridge so none of them can escape, because we don't want that happening at all. So take back to the bridge, and bye bridge, and hello to new polar bear buddies. There we go. We have that island freshly finished now, and once I remove this last block, I did break my pickaxe. However, oh my word, they're just climbing all over the thing. Well, it's nice to know they're enjoying their new home. So I think after that we can call this a success. So there we go. We have our new ice cave igloo iceberg home for our polar bear friend. So I think we can wrap it up for now, guys. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, then please make sure to leave a like on it. And if you have any suggestions for the next episode, please make sure to leave them down in the comments below. But thanks for watching. This has been Calotron Plays, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!